Hi everyone, you're welcome back to another video tutorial. So in this video, we're going to talk about how to create a mood board. But one thing to know, there are some checklists you need to put in place before you go over to creating a mood board. If you're working as a solo designer, make sure you must have gone through a discovery call with your clients before going over to now creating the project brief. After creating the project brief, and probably you might now reference this mood board. Or if you're working in a team, make sure you've gone through a discovery call with your team lead, and then your team lead will send you the project brief, and then you can now craft out a mood board and then go over it with either your client or probably the team lead. So now these are some of the samples I've gotten from Pinterest and Dribbles, just as for creative direction. These are like some pics that I've gotten. I kind of like this color that I've gotten. I like the color palette here. I like the way they use this playful color. And one thing that is consistent with this mood board that I've created is based on if you can see the consistency with the green color, green, orange, and yellow, because these are like the color that are very relatable in terms of food. And when you go over to like a grocery store, you'll see a lot of greens, red tomatoes, and all those things. So we want also our client to have that feeling, or probably our users to have that feeling when they visit our client's website. So we are going to quickly go over to Pinterest and Dribbles and see how I was able to get most of all these samples or inspiration here. So now this is Pinterest. I basically searched organic grocery websites, because this is like the niche our client is currently operating in. So you can see the sample I pasted on my design work. You can see it here. Why I chose this is because of the human feel that we have. I don't really like using illustrations when working on designs on my client's project. I like using real humans and stock photos, except the client doesn't want real humans. And if the client doesn't want a real human, there are projects like that, if it's like a privacy project and all that. But if that's the case, I might now use the actual product. So I prefer using either the actual product or a human. So in this case, I like the way the human is here. And that's why I added it. And I like the color palette also. I think this is that for that. Okay, I can see some cool samples here. One thing I like about Pinterest is the fact that when you click on any option, the Pinterest algorithm will keep feeding you with that same samples, with samples in that range you get. So that's why I like using Pinterest too. So I'll just go over. So one thing about Pinterest, creating a mood board that you need to put in mind is that the things you have to look out for is the layout, the colors, and the typography too. Those are the kind of things you need to check out for. But aside from the layout and all that, you see how most of all these platforms solve this particular problem. Don't forget we are creating a landing page. And let's quickly go over to our project brief. So you must always try to reference the project brief when creating your mood board, so that you'll be able to communicate your design decisions when you're talking to your client. So the two sections you need to pay attention to before going over to your creating your mood board is the features. You check out the features. We are going to have a hero section. We are going to have a product feature, featured product card. We're also going to have like the product categories, the testimonials, the about the product, join the waitlist as the CTA, and then the target audience. So these are basically the two people I have in mind. So you need to know if your client is targeting older generations, or probably so this is like a very wide range, 21 to 40, and so you don't have to make it too Gen Z. You get so. And then you try to, these are the two sections I normally look out for. So now we need like a hero section. So we need to look at, since our users are not directly going to be shopping, because it's just like for them to join a wait list, we might use something like this also, like just having just the product of what we are selling. And I like the way they also arrange their category and all, but this also can serve, and probably like having a carousel slide. And now let's copy that. So after you right click, then click on copy, then you go over to where you're creating your mood board. In this case, we are using Figma so that we can be able to share the Figma link with our clients. And probably our clients might now drop a comment if we are not available, or they might we might jump on a call with them. So you just keep on adding things to then after that, you now go over it with your clients and now filter the ones that are okay and the ones that are not actually merging with the visions. So see you in the next video.